A two-day event is about to begin on TikTok in the UK, featuring influencers, music and a quiz. And of course, plenty of opportunities to buy loads of stuff, with TikTok getting a cut from all of the sales made. Kate Hardcastle is a retail consultant who advises businesses on strategy, and I asked what she thought of the TikTok event.
Social media is a place where we get news, information, we catch up with friends, we see how our idols are doing and what they might be into. So the barriers removed into social selling in that forum means that it's very conversational, it's very engaging, it's fun at times, and we don't always feel that we're being sold to. So I think it's very clever, it's smart, and it's a way in a lot of people now receive so much of the information, spend so much time there. It's a natural place for retail to be.
Yeah, and is it there much at the moment? I mean, it's a huge potential virtual shop window. TikTok alone has more than 1 billion active global users a month. To what extent are retailers exploiting social media at the moment to sell stuff?
Particularly Instagram has been so significant for many retailers, and many explored it for the first time because of COVID, the pandemic, and the on and off lockdowns. They were finding alternate channels to be able to reach their customers. And what they realized is actually they could become stars of their own narrative. It didn't just have to be about the products, particularly for smaller organizations. They could appear on camera. They could talk about their passions. It wasn't the fear of creating 500 words to sit in a regal looking website. It could just be them talking about that product, how to use it, demonstrating it. And I think that's why we've seen so much fluidity in terms of a lot of organizations turn into that as an alternate media. Plus, I think there's that added benefit that people don't see it as, I'm coming to this arena to shop. They're there for other reasons. It's for conversation. And therefore, a lot of brand association will have the goodwill that we might get out of seeing a funny video or watching something that we want to see, a makeup tutorial. We see the benefit of getting that knowledge as well as then perhaps being offered to buy it, and we don't see it as much as the selling, that traditional selling function, which can now feel a bit displaced with today's consumers. I would say discount this at your peril. This really is very live space for retail to take on a new genre.
And it strikes me as being a very easy way to buy stuff. There's a lot of talk these days, isn't there, about how younger people particularly may risk getting into debt through a whole new generation of buy now, pay later companies. Do you think there's a risk social media shopping might be just too easy? You could end up running huge bills shopping using social media?
I think it's incredibly easy to shop that way. And I think because of that, we have to ensure that any brand is doing the right thing. And we know many of these checkout facilities have been enabled by buy now, pay later opportunities and finance partners who are making that purchase even easier. So whilst I am encouraging for retail to keep going and find new lifeblood, I also want to make sure consumers are protected and not at a point where they feel they're being sold to in an area where they're not comfortable with it. We should still be able to opt into that in the space where we go to find our news and have chats with friends.
That's the retail consultant Kate Hardcastle on the rise and rise of social shopping.